something that a speaker said, Aaron and I were at the Fuse conference many years ago, and this has stuck with me. I think about it often. The speaker said, the next innovation in your industry will actually come from another industry. And it just hits on the importance of making sure that we're always looking at what else is going on out there, and how do we infuse that into our own businesses. So would like to pose this question to both of you. Let's start with Björn. Oat milk is an ideal example of this phrase.
Yeah.
You just hit on that a little bit in describing to us why. Tell us what barriers you found entering into a traditional category like liquid dairy.
So yeah, no, it's a great comment that all true innovation disruption, actually, not just innovation, but all true disruption always comes from outside of your core industry. And indeed, my brother and I and the team we built very early on when we started developing this company and this product, we knew nothing about the food industry. And one of the early, so what you do, you go and ask the senior people in the food industry, how do you do this? And I think one of the first mistakes we ever did was that we started listening to them, because it's very clear that when you come with something that stands a chance to completely change how the game is played, the incumbents are all of a sudden, I mean, you have huge investments, a huge knowledge base. You don't want to change that. You don't want to risk that. Therefore, coming from outside actually gives you a lot of freedom. You can start do things that the traditional, in our case, food industry people would say, oh, it doesn't work like that in the food industry. We have learned now that whenever somebody says that to us, an old stalwart, if you like, we know that that's exactly where we're going to go, because nobody of the incumbents are playing in that field or doing, using, for example, I think what Oatly has done so phenomenally well over the last couple of years, the team there, I can't take much credit for the branding and marketing that's going on right now, but people don't do that in the food industry. When we hired a new CEO, when we wanted to build a branding organization, we had to go outside the food industry to find people that really understood how to build and nurture a lifestyle brand. The food industry is caught up in sort of a distribution game and owning shelf space, and yeah, that worked in the last century and last millennium actually, but there's a new world out there now, and there's so many more ways to engage with consumers